Hi, welcome to the How Do I video series on Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2015. My name is Mark Brummel and I'm an MVP for Microsoft Dynamics NAV. In this video we will look at how to manage license keys for NAV 2015. We will do this in 4 steps. In the first step we will explain what license versioning is and what messages you get when you install the wrong license. In the second step we will look at how to change your license and how to activate it. And then we will look at how to manage multiple versions of NAV on one server. And lastly we will look at the Cronus license and how it allows end users to test their system. The Microsoft Dynamics NAV licensing system allows checking the version of the product. This is typically implemented for end users where a customer has to request a new license from their partner when they intend to upgrade to a new version of the product. This is implemented as part of the enhancement plan, an annual fee paid to Microsoft to stay current on updates. Since NAV 2013 R2 Cumulative Update 10, this is also implemented for development licenses. A development license can no longer be used on versions of the product that didn't exist when the license was created. When you start Microsoft Dynamics NAV with the wrong license, you will see this error message indicating that something is wrong with your license. Let's see how we can change the license of our Microsoft Dynamics NAV system. We do this from the development environment. In the development environment we can select Tools, License Information, and we can see the license which is current on our system. Now we can choose between upload and change. If we upload a new license, we change the license for everyone on the server. If we change the license, we only change the license for our current development efforts. We don't effectively change the license on the server. The license is effectively a file with the extension FLF that we can select and is then activated on the system. To activate the license on the server, we have to go to the administration tool and restart the service. After the service has been restarted, we can start the Windows client, which now has picked up the new license and will work just fine. Most Microsoft Dynamics NAV partners are using multiple versions of the product to support their customers. This essentially means that they have to handle multiple licenses too. Normally, the license is managed per SQL Server instance and saved in the master database. Each database on this SQL Server instance uses the same license. This means that we can handle licensing by creating SQL Server instances per version, but that would be cumbersome and a lot of work. Instead, from the development environment, we can alter the database, and on the integration tab we have a license option to save the license per database. If we select this, the system allows us to select a license that will then be active only from this database. To activate the license we have to restart the service tier again. When a customer wants to implement or upgrade the system, they have to request a license or a new license from Microsoft via their partner. If they do so, it's no longer possible to change the old license, which prevents them from buying new seats or add components such as tables or code units. To postpone this during the project, the customer can test with the Cronus license. This license is shipped with the product, but has a few restrictions. You can find the Cronus license in the rotated client folder on your server after you have installed the product. One of the restrictions is that using dates, you can only enter dates in the months November, December, January and February. Let's see how this works by creating a new sales invoice. We select a customer number and then change the posting date to something in March 2016. Now you can see that the system gives an error message that in the current company the date we have entered is outside the allowed interval. This is one of the limitations of the testing license. Another limitation is the company name. If you install the product from the CD and select the company, you will notice that the company name is Kronos International. With the demo license you can have as many companies that have the Kronos in their name, but you can only have 2 companies that don't have that string in the name. Let's see what happens if we create 3 new companies that don't have Kronos in the name. We can do this from the Windows client. We can just create a new company, and how do I 2 and how do I 3. If I now restart the client and change to one of the How Do I companies, I get this message saying that your company license permits a maximum of 2 non-demonstration companies. In this video we have learned how to manage license keys in Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2015. Let's summarize the steps. We've looked at license versioning, changing and uploading licenses. We've looked at using the license per database and testing with the Kronos license. The topics we covered in this video are managing licenses for different versions, changing licenses, and testing with the Kronos license. Thank you for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you again in another episode of the How Do I video series for Microsoft Dynamics NAV 2015. This video was made in collaboration with Plataan, a Microsoft Dynamics Learning Center from Belgium, and Microsoft.